I've been using Airversa waterless diffusers for a few years now, and they're pretty awesome. But after a couple weeks, I gotta be honest, I don't smell them anymore. My body or my nose just gets used to the smell. So when Airversa recently reached out to me and told me they have a new dual nozzle waterless diffuser, I had to check it out. So thank you to Airversa for sending these out to me. Now, the great part of these dual nozzles is that you can have two scents. So you can have two different bottles. Each bottle holds up to 20 milliliters, and you can simply press a button to switch between the scents. So one week you can have one scent, the next week you can have a totally different one. So when your nose gets used to one smell, you can simply press the button and it'll give you a totally different smell, simply, quickly, and easily. And what's also great about this is that it has a built-in battery that lasts up to 48 hours. So one day you can have it in your car, one day you can have it in your kitchen, one day you can put it in your bathroom. Wherever you want to put this, you can definitely have those awesome scents, and you can change quickly between one scent and another. So to charge this up, it does have a USB-C port, and it takes about 4 hours to fully charge it. And then you're good to go for the next 48 hours, depending on what settings you have. But first, you gotta fill up these oil bottles on bottom. They do provide. Now, the maximum per bottle is 20 milliliters, and that's the bottles they include. And you can try other bottles to see if they fit. Otherwise, you're gonna have to transfer the oil from one container to the next one. You just gotta be careful. As you can see here, I'm using gloves and paper towels to clean up any spill. There's probably cleaner and easier ways to do this. Some bigger bottles include syringes to make it clean and easy. I didn't have any. They did include a cleaning kit that was a syringe, but that's to clean this unit, which you probably want to do once or a month or so. And they do include 2 extra straws just in case those get clogged, which you can also cut if you do find smaller bottles that do fit in here. You can cut those straws and be able to directly install those. And then you put on the bottom cover, which is your stand, which, by the way, there is a little ambient light that you can turn on and off, which you can see at that bottom cover. I don't think that's a huge selling factor, but it's there if you want that little bit of light. And then on top, you have the dual nozzles and the control buttons. Take a look at this. We have 4 different levels. In the car mode, it's going to be on for 3 seconds. And then it's going to take a pause for 300 seconds or 5 minutes. Next level is like a low. That's going to be 5 seconds on and then 180 seconds off. Next level, medium, 15 seconds on, 150 seconds off. And then lastly, high is 30 seconds on and 120 seconds off. So those are the 3 misting levels, depending on how often you want this to go on and how much. Now, this will run up to about 48 hours on the battery life. It takes about 4 hours to charge it up. But if you want to save some of the battery life, you can put a timer on there. There's a 1 hour timer, 3 hour timer, 6 hours, and 8 hours. So there's 4 different timer modes plus a 5th, which is totally off. And that's going to keep running until it runs out of battery. And right here in the middle of this, we'll switch the 2 flavors, the 2 scents, hold it down, and it's going to switch. Unfortunately, there's no way to automatically change it over, meaning if you want to have one scent for like a day or hour, it doesn't matter on the timing, but there's no automatic way to change it over. You have to manually hold this button down to change the scent. So that's my only minor con, is that there's no automatic way to switch the scents. You have to manually control it, which is not a big deal. It's not that hard to do, and most people would want that anyways. So all in all, I definitely give this a 2 thumbs up. So if you're into waterless diffusers and you want to be able to easily and quickly change scents, then definitely check out this dual nozzle waterless diffuser. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys on the next one.